More wildfire evacuations in the Northwest as a major fire approaches Sandy Lake First Nation. Good evening, I'm Ryan Benazzo. Over 1,700 evacuees considered highly vulnerable have begun to pass through Thunder Bay on their way to safety from Sandy Lake. This comes after a massive blaze quickly closed in on the remote community. Justin Hardy spoke with local coordinators and joins us in studio. Justin, what is the situation like in Sandy Lake right now?
Ryan, the fire came up way faster than anyone thought. 18 people were trapped by the blaze in a work camp between the fire and Sandy Lake First Nation. There wasn't an evacuation order in place when they went to work Saturday morning, but when the reportedly 200-foot tall flames began threatening workers, they took shelter in a metal shipping container.
I'm scared.
A video shared on social media by MPP Sol Mamakwa shows a scene of pure terror just outside of Sandy Lake First Nation this past weekend as 18 workers were trapped in a camp while the huge Red Lake Fire 12 charged toward the community. Luckily, these workers managed to make it out alive. Sigfuss in Northern, the employer of many of the workers, reports that the trapped workers were airlifted to safety. Sandy Lake First Nation and its roughly 3,000 residents received evacuation orders on Saturday. Prime Minister Mark Carney announced on social media that the Canadian military was stepping in to lend aid and fly people out of harm's way. The community's most vulnerable residents have begun arriving in Thunder Bay, but they will not be staying here. Instead, our city is acting as a hub where evacuees are awaiting further travel south, according to Deputy Fire Chief Dave Turini.
To my knowledge, there were originally 1,700 evacuees designated as vulnerable folks from the Sandy Lake community that will make their way, not all of them, mind you, but the majority of that will make their way through Thunder Bay on their way to Southern Ontario.
Currently, there are no plans to house any of the evacuees here, especially at the scale demanded by the population of Sandy Lake.
Capacity is always tight in Thunder Bay. This fluctuates from day to day, week to week, as hotel space and other space becomes available. Currently, all the previously hosted evacuees from Kashechewan and Niskanika have been repatriated back to their home communities. Thunder Bay as a municipality has not been designated as a host community at this time.
Justin Hardy, TBT News.